How often do you have a healthy, balanced diet? And is it just that because of the tough economic times, you just eat whatever you can afford? Today, we'll be talking about health seeking behavior, just educating us on the importance of protecting, maintaining, and improving our health.
But wait a minute. Is it a must to take a bath every day?
I guess we'll find out.
This and more is coming up in Semanadok. I am Henry,
And I am Gladys.
and today we will be talking about how you can cultivate positive health-seeking behaviors into your lifestyle and daily activities so that you are able to protect, maintain, and most importantly, improve your health. But before you continue, please don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Remember to share, give us comments and on what you want us to do or what you want us to discuss next or what you feel should have been touched on so that we can even do follow-up videos on the same.
According to American Society of Clinical Oncology, they came up with a research that says that actually 4 in 10 people in the UK are currently worried about being a burden to their National Health Service
Yes.
and to their local health services, and so are afraid to go to their general practitioner. Is it this also some of the things that we see here in Kenya?
Definitely, there are those people who feel like they are being burdens not only to the healthcare system but to their individual healthcare practitioners. They feel that they have gone to the hospital more often and they feel like they are wasting their time or something. But in this video, you'll be able to understand that your health does not all concern about going to the hospital. There are other activities that you should take into consideration in your daily activities that will help to promote your health. So, Doc, if I may ask, what are some of these things we are talking about?
We already know some of these health seeking behaviors, but it's just that probably you never knew that they are called health seeking behaviors.
Yes.
For example, eating a healthy, balanced diet. Yeah, that has been taught to us severally, but probably you just never knew that they're called health seeking behaviors. So, a healthy plate must consist of half of it must consist of fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables of all variety and of all colors. They must consist half of the plate. And when we talk about fruits and vegetables, it is important to know that potatoes do not count as part of the vegetables. And a quarter of the plate, you can imagine a full plate. So half of it contains of fruits and vegetables. A quarter of the plate should consist of whole grains. Whole grains to mean that they are not refined. Right? So we must avoid refined cereals, refined grains. For example, white rice, white bread, those are the things that we must avoid. And the other half of the plate should consist of healthy proteins. Like it is advisable that we have more of white meat and limit the red meat. It's also good to have plant proteins like beans, legumes, and nuts also. They must consist of they should form part of the healthy proteins. And it is also important, as part of the balanced diet, it is important to have clean drinking water. And also part of the drinks, you should have probably tea or coffee, but you must limit the amount of sugar in it.
Exactly.
Like avoid refined sugar at all costs. And also part of the healthy balanced diet that we must have is taking healthy oils. Like we must avoid the trans fat, the kind of oils that we should use are mostly plant-based. They're more healthy, and they are they're the most recommended types of oils that we must have.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So the second health-seeking behavior we are going to talk about is actually exercising regularly. How often should you exercise? According to the Centers of Disease Control, you should have at least a duration of around 150 minutes of moderate intensity exercise. This exercise would include things like skipping a rope, taking a walk, morning runs. These are some of the exercises that should take. Again, this doesn't mean that you take a whole 150 minutes exercising. So this exercise again should be distributed along the week, all along. You should take at least, we say again, at least 30 minutes in 5 days of a week will contribute to 150 minutes overall. Again, you should also take around 2 days to ensure that you are taking, or rather you are getting involved in muscle strengthening activities such as weightlifting. Yeah, this takes me to the phrase that remember to sit less and move more. Yeah, so that's all about exercise. Ensure you are exercising regularly and using those guidelines. Yeah.
Okay, so another one of the health seeking behavior is visit your general practitioner regularly for testing and screening and checkup, follow ups, yeah, whatever name you might want to call it, but make sure that you visit your doctor regularly. So, in most of the instances that we see, people are actually afraid to come to the doctor because probably of consultation fees or because you have some concerns that you feel might be too sensitive to talk about with your doctor. But it is always important, if you have any kind of health issues that you might want to discuss, it is always important to have your doctor know about it so that some diseases can actually be detected early. And if any kind of intervention has to be made, it is made in time.
Yeah, sure.
So in that regard, it is also important to get regular screening, especially for us ladies. Things like cervical cancers, we must actually go for regular screening so that in case of any kind of changes, they should be caught early enough, and interventions may be made early enough.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You, on the same note on screening, to stuff to do with hypertension and diabetes, you need to get sure. You need to get you check your blood pressures oftenly, check your blood sugars regularly to ensure that this disease, in case they are happening to you, they should be detected early and interventions are made. Most importantly is that you should also be screened for sexually transmitted infections.
Yeah,
very
true.
important, especially HIV, gonorrhea, syphilis, and even genital herpes. They stay mostly asymptomatic and will present, you might actually present to the hospital when they are at their advanced stages. So it's very important for you to get screened every other time so that intervention are initiated as early as
as early as possible, right?
As early as adequate.
Yes.
So another practice that will help you to protect your health is actually getting enough restful and quality sleep. Ensure that you take at least, we approximate that you should have at least a duration of sleep around 6 to 8 hours a night or a day, so that you get enough rest and of course good quality sleep. What is Doc, what are some of the signs that will make one know that they are having poor quality sleep?
You will know that you're not having a very restful night. When you wake up, you've slept for the 6 to 8 hours that the doctor said, and you're still feeling tired. You just feel like, you just want to go back to bed and sleep some more. That means that you're not actually getting quality sleep.
Yeah.
When you wake up after the 6 to 8 hours, you should be feeling refreshed. You're ready to start to take on a new day. If it is a new day, you know, you should be feeling well rested. Yeah. And another indicator that you're not getting quality sleep is, you know, actually having waking up in the middle of the night, you know, waking up severally in the middle of the night. It might signify to you that there's probably something troubling your sleep,
Yeah, sure.
or something that is actually making you not get quality sleep. You know, signs, for example, if you're having night terrors or nightmares, or in case you're having probably panic attacks in the middle of the night, that might actually impair the quality of your sleep.
Yeah, sure. Another indicator that could still imply that you are having poor quality sleep is actually snoring at night. Snoring does not only affect your quality of sleep, but those of your, you know, people you are sleeping next to them, you will definitely be disturbing them. Yeah, sure. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Another positive seeking behavior, health seeking behavior for that matter, is that you should have good stress management practices. Good stress management practices will include stuff like meditating, you know, taking time to reflect on what has been happening. This one will help you to
manage stress.
Yeah, to manage stress, and of course switch off from what exactly is stressing you.
Yeah.
Taking some practices like yoga, you know.
Whenever there is a stressing factor, say you're in your in a place and another person is stressing you out, instead of, you know, acting irrationally, being impulsive, it is always good to just walk away from that stressful situation. Go somewhere where you can take deep breaths, help yourself calm down, relax, and then you can come back and handle the stuff that is stressing you out.
Yeah. And most importantly, still, when dealing with your stress, ensure that you don't engage in, you know, substance and drug abuse.
Yeah, true.
Especially tobacco, you know, alcohol, most importantly. Many people really engage in alcohol use when they are stressed, which is a very bad and healthy wise technique of dealing with your stress.
Managing stress.
Yeah.
Because actually alcohol, in as much as it might bring down the stressful feelings at the time, but, you know, you will not have actually managed the cause of the stress. After the alcohol, the feeling has already died down, you will still have to come back and deal with that stressful situation all over again.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that is why people actually relapse into, you know, alcoholism. You know, you come back, you still find that same stressful situation that you are in, and you just decide to go back again to drinking.
So it becomes a vicious cycle.
It becomes a habit.
Yeah, sure.
So it is actually very important for you to deal with the situation first, so that you can help yourself calm down, and then you can now know what to do next after that.
Cleanliness. We say cleanliness is next to God.
And godliness.
Cleanliness is next to godliness. And so people should maintain, or rather you should maintain clean environments. Ensure that you are clean. Take baths regularly. And by this, the point of you know, taking baths every day, it is not a matter of, you know, a routine to take a bath every day. I think, or rather, taking a bath should be individualized based on your, you know, activities. In case you undertake a strenuous exercise where you sweat and, you know, you are stinking, it means that you should take a bath. But if you stayed at home and, you know, you're just there, you didn't you didn't sweat, you're not sinking, or you're not having some bad odors, I think it's not necessary to take a bath as a routine.
Yeah, it is very controversial actually,
Yeah,
because
sure.
someone would be like, how can a doctor advise someone that way? How can you advise someone not to take a shower every day, yet you're a doctor, It is really very, very, very controversial. That's why we are saying that it should be individualized.
Yeah, sure.
Like, whenever you do something strenuous, then you are supposed to take a shower, because you can't just stay without taking a shower because we told you that you're not supposed to take a shower every day.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it should be individualized according to your needs. If you're just in a place where you're seated, you're not doing anything, there's no physical activity going on, then there's actually no need for you to take a shower, because actually showering every day and for longer periods will strip your body of the natural oils.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, and of course, how long should you stay in a bathroom anyway? I think, or rather, it is out of research. People should not take more than 5 minutes taking showers, and then you're done.
3 to 4 minutes.
3 to 4 minutes to be precise. And you're done. Yeah. I have seen people take a really long time in the showers.
Yeah, and you wonder, what are they really scrubbing inside there?
Exactly,
Like, what are you really washing that much? In as much as it is good to take a good shower, but actually taking longer showers can actually cause more harm to your skin than good, right?
Oh yeah. So the next health-seeking behavior is safe sexual practices. Yeah. So people, it's generally agreed, and as a matter of social acceptance, that you should have at least one faithful partner who you, of course, have sex with. There's a phrase that my colleague often uses, that you should have sex with that person who only has sex with you.
It's very true.
Yeah. And of course, these sexual behaviors again should ensure that before you have sex, ensure that you are screened for sexually transmitted infections.
Very, very important.
Very important. Ensure that you also use these good contraceptive techniques, which will of course help you to protect yourself from these sexually transmitted infections. And most importantly, you will be also able to avoid unwanted pregnancies.
So all these that we have been talking about, these are just things that help us to protect, to maintain, and to even improve our health, as we had said. So this, if we apply this to our lives every day, then we are actually at lower risks of getting certain diseases, certain conditions that are actually brought about by negative health practices
and ignorance. And of course, you all know about ignorance, that it has no defense. Most importantly, ensure that you always remain tuned and informed about new trends in the health sector. Ensure that anything that is coming up, you are up to date with it, so that you don't fall a victim after all.
So that is it, guys, about health-seeking behavior. Please make sure that you take something out of this video that will help better your life. If you have been doing things negatively, try to do them, try to do the opposite of that. If you have been not going to your general practitioner, there is no shame in going to your doctor. So make sure you get someone who actually understands you, and make sure that you get regularly screened, checked. You actually don't disturb a doctor when you go ask about your health.
Exactly.
Right? So till next time, we love you.
Bye. Stay vigilant.